Everybody online makes minimalism seem like it is so easy, but I've been on this journey for a couple weeks now, and here's how it's actually going. A pretty accurate depiction of what my life has been like the last couple weeks, but let me tell you what's really going on. So my name is Dana, I'm 22, I just moved home from college, and I'm on the journey to become a minimalist and help my mom and I completely renovate our entire house. This room that you're seeing right now did not look like this a couple days ago. See? And yeah, that was just one room. That wasn't even the worst of it. Honestly, my room was pretty horrendous when I got here. But imagine coming home from college with 2.5 truckloads full of stuff from the apartment that you lived in to your already bedroom that was the storage room. This room was a storage room. I know you clicked on this video because you want some tips to become a minimalist. Maybe you are starting your journey, or you are very deep into your journey and you were just curious about what it's like being a beginner again. And if you are, then welcome. Let's get started. Okay, so tip number 1 is to tackle one room per week. You could also do per day, depending upon your schedule and availability, but what I will say is when I did that, I actually, in fact, got burnt out because I did like 4 days in a row with a room each day, and the rooms came out fantastic. However, I have not cleaned for a week. Now, it has been a little bit, so tackle one room for a week or a month, depending upon how cluttered it truly is. Okay, moving on to tip number 2. This one's actually really good, and it helped me so much because when we clean, we tend to get very overwhelmed very quickly. And when one thing that you find, say, in the bathroom belongs in your bedroom, you want to go right to your bedroom and put it in your bedroom. But instead, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. This is what I call the bin rule. You are going to grab a couple bins and you are going to assign them to a home, a location. One bin is going to be the bedroom bin. One bin is going to be the kitchen bin. So anything that you find in the bathroom that belongs in another room, put it in its respective bin. That way, you just put it all in the bin, and then you move on to the next room, and you continue filling the bin, so then the time that you get to the room that that bin belongs in, all you have to do is quite literally look through that bin, and then assign everything a little home, which is to my next point. Number 3, which I have not followed the rule of tip number 3 here, which is why everything is absolutely cuckoo, and it's that everything has a home. There is an assigned location for everything that you have, and unfortunately I don't have an assigned location for a lot of the stuff behind me right now, so that's why it is currently behind me. Because there's no other place to put it. We can't put it in the basement because it's ripped up. Anyway, what's tip 4? Just know I was really trying to get inside the dumpster for this clip, but it didn't work. Basically, tip number 4 is what I like to call the bye-bye rule. Throwing things away. If you have not used it in the last 6 months and do not plan to use it in the next 6 months, this also goes for clothing. If you haven't worn it in the last 6 months and don't plan in the next 6, throw it away. You're not missing it. You haven't seen it already. And that's something that I'm working on with my mom, where we would go through her closet and we would be like, oh my gosh, look at these photos. We haven't seen them in years. We haven't seen them in years. If I threw them out without looking at them, I wouldn't be missing anything. So that is the philosophy I've used to go through a lot of stuff in the past couple weeks, and we already filled up a full dumpster. That's our second dumpster I was trying to open, but I can't open it right now, so I'm gonna need to ask for help later. Number 5 is actually extremely helpful. Get yourself a little tripod. You don't even need a tripod. You can just set your phone up. We're minimalists right now, okay? Don't go and buy the tripod. You're gonna set your phone up just like this. Boom, just like that. Put it in the corner of your room. The corner of the room that you are cleaning, the one we are one-rooming right now, the one we are looking at, and you are gonna set it on time-lapse. You are gonna put on a time-lapse, okay? Hear me out. One of the biggest issues for me when it comes to cleaning is going on my phone and utilizing it too often, getting distracted, sitting down because my legs are tired, and then I don't get the room clean. So putting on a time-lapse completely eliminates that issue because I am so focused on getting that time lapse from start to finish, because how amazing of a video is that to show your mom when she comes home from work? You know, like it's so fun. Trust me, do the time lapse, try it. It might change your life because it changed mine 100%. Honestly though, this journey hasn't been as easy as it sounds. I'm giving you these tips because that is what has helped me, but emotionally it's been a lot. I can't. there have been some nights where I have had full-blown anxiety attacks because we had some surprise visitors downstairs, or should I say some surprise droppings from said fellow visitors. Yeah, we had a couple mice get into a closet, and that was something that I wasn't expecting to find when I'm going through my dad's old suits, you know? It was like freaky stuff, and then it's just the act of getting rid of a lot of things that you have placed importance on for so long, because the root of it is a lot of the stuff that you hold, you keep because it means something to you. It's important in your family, maybe it is from your grandparents and stuff, and it just stacks up. And coming home from college, I don't have the emotional attachment to a lot of things, but my mom, on the other hand, does. So it's been really interesting navigating that dynamic, and I'm doing my best with the situation and trying to accommodate everybody, but at the same time, I'm like, get everything out of here right now, because if you don't have somebody in your life that is able to come in and help you out with this, it is going to be harder for you, and I'm just going to put that out there. There are some things that I am still putting off because I have an attachment to it, and I understand that psychology behind that, but at the end of the day, I think to myself, these are all just things. And I did just go on a huge trip to Europe, and I took very minimal things with me. I took the smallest amount of clothes where I actually had to go and buy some while I was there because I didn't have enough to change into, but it made me reconnect with what truly matters, and what matters really isn't material items. Anyway, at this point, I am jibber-jabbering. I really hope these tips did help you, and if you are somebody who is going on a minimalistic journey, or minimalist journey, it might be better to say, or you're someone that likes self-development, all that kind of jazz, that is what I'm going to be posting more on my channel moving forward, and I'm very excited because I have the time now that I moved home from college, which is a whole nother thing. I can't wait to share with you what post-grad life is actually like. If you've been on the channel before, then you already know the drill. You're so awesome, I'm so awesome, so stick around and let's be awesome together. Subscribe too while you're at it. This bad boy, biggest, oh my gosh, I really hope that didn't break. We're good. Biggest issue